Good Friday afternoon and welcome to the workshop. I have kazoos for 3 people that I got roughed in today, and so I'm going to combine the first video update for all 3 of you into one. Save a little bit of time. Now you're not going to see a whole lot of shaping or anything in this video. All I've done today basically was cut some wood, drill some holes, and get them set up for smoothing in. Your next videos will be individual to your kazoos, and it won't be a combination of others. And that's where you'll see it actually being shaped in. In this video you'll see some still pictures of what got us to right here. And that's pretty much the same with every kazoo. Now what I do is I do a sound test on each of the kazoos. I call this a rough-in sound test. And I do 2 types of tests. I do a high-low and power test. The high-low checks the dynamic range of the kazoo, and the power test checks the control when I'm putting the power to the kazoo. So we'll start with the oldest orders first, which are these 2 kazoos here. For Jim in the United Kingdom, there's a Custom Performer and a Spirit Chaser kazoo. And then the next oldest order is for Bruno in Switzerland. This is a Performer Fat Boy. And then the least oldest, or the last order I received, is a Kazoo from Michele up in Scranton, Pennsylvania. So I'm going to start with the sound test now. I'll start with the high-low, then I'll do the power test. Beautiful dynamic range and great control throughout the range. Now let's do the power test. Great power and a lot of control when you put the power to it. Now that's the Custom Performer, Jim. Now here we go with the Spirit Chaser, which is a wee different kazoo. If you notice, most kazoos have my holes that size, and you can see the difference on the Spirit Chaser. Now what the Spirit Chaser does, you can blow it like a regular kazoo, and I'll do the first sound test just like we did the Custom Performer. Now that's humming into it like you would a regular kazoo. Now you can also, this is the only kazoo I know of you can blow into and get a sound. So you can use your lips on the oversized mouth hole, just like you would see someone who plays the bugle, where there's no keys or slide to change the tone. It's the lips and the mouthpiece that does it. And use your lips to do that. Now I'm going to actually be blowing this one through my lips like that. And you can also talk into the Spirit Chaser to make weird voices. I'll just say hello. And then you can just make some wow sounds like the Australian instrument, the didgeridoo, I think is how you pronounce it. It's a neat little kazoo. I really like this. In fact, I like it so much that I have one I carry in my pocket for humming around the shop. Okay, and now, big old welcome to Bruno in Switzerland, who's getting a Performer Fat Boy kazoo. This is a great kazoo. This is my flagship kazoo. I believe. I think I've got more of these around the world than I do any other kazoo. And I think I got more of these with performing musicians than I do any of my other kazoos. So here we go at the high, low, and power test. Great dynamic range and beautiful control. Now the power test. Great power and a lot of control when you put the power to it. And last but not least, we have from Michele up in Scranton, Pennsylvania. I've got the Kazoo roughed in, and the individual pieces. As I mentioned to Michele, the Kazoo is kind of different than the other kazoos because there's so many parts to do. Where I normally would go now, starting with the oldest order first and finish them last. The Kazoo is kind of funky, and I'll be working on it in between kazoos too. So your next made to be attached, and I've got your tuning pegs all cut out and your tuning rods, and those will be attached eventually. So here we'll go, and I'm just going to hold this in here and give you a sound test, Michele, of your uke kazoo. Beautiful dynamic range and great control. Now the power test. Beautiful, 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 beautiful range. Great power and great control. I think you're going to be very happy with this. Okay, so that's it for today. It's getting hot down here, so I'm going to shut the shop up and head to the house. And this is what I wanted to get accomplished today. And like I said, first thing tomorrow morning, I'll start on this end, and I'll keep working this next few days so I get them finished around this way. Take care of yourself. Have a great weekend. And if you're in the United Kingdom, be sure and go to my favorite ukulele band, in Ukes, Nanwich Ukes. They're Nan Uke Fest 2013. The first one is starting tomorrow morning. So you can find directions and stuff by going over to the Kazoo Factory website or going to N_UKES. Sounds like nukes. Okay, take care of yourself, and I'll see you guys in the next update video.